When it comes to THCs, I usually use indicas as opposed to sativas, and I'm okay with a hybrid as well. Um, Most of you, I'm sure, will know the difference. A few of you may not. So, an indica is going to affect you physically more. It's going to affect you in the body more. You're still going to feel the effects in your head, but you're still going to have, in most cases, once your tolerance is above, ground level, you're going to have enough cognitive function to still do what you need to get done. With sativa, it's going to affect you in the head more. You're still going to feel mellow in your body, but you're going to feel it, you're going to have a lot more activity going on in your mind. And when Joker was on here last week, he mentioned something about mushrooms. He compared it to opening a door. And that's very much what's happening with a strong sativa, is that you are going to be opening a door inside your own mind. Now, once you work through the shit that's on the other side of that door, then it's fun because you've used a sativa and now you've gotten into a playground in your own mind. But before you can clean out everything and make it a pretty fun place to be, you might have to work through some shit if you have some shit in your head. So you might have to sit down and, sit down by yourself with a good couple of grams and just, cry and talk to yourself and shit for a couple of days, and then you're going to be okay. However, the reason I bring all that up is that I am going to find some today, and likely tomorrow. And I generally, like I said, gravitate more to indicas. But this one is going to be a sativa that I'm going to pick up because it's what was available. So I don't think that's going to make anything go any differently. I think everything's going to go fine, but you be the judge. If you've listened from the first episode, all the way to now, you've heard 8.5 hours of content of me talking very lowly to people who are very, very intoxicated. So you'll see how this session will go a little differently. In what's going to be a quick blip of time for you, I will be back with a sack. I'll be back with a sack. But for me, it's going to be several hours, so I'll be back later, which will be, now. And I'm back. You see how that was just a brief moment for you? Well, that was like 5 fucking hours for me because I drove to Columbus and back from Cleveland. So, but the good news is I was able to pick something up while I was there. So thank you very much to my connections down that way. And I only took a couple of hits off the one I rolled while I was down there because I wanted to save it so I could have this moment with you. Now, it's not very different. You're still smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't know the difference or have only experienced one, it's not a huge difference for real. It still smokes and it still makes you feel good. And yeah. But if you never knew that before, indica is more body high, sativa is more head high, and we're going to sativa it up right now. Right and now. Yes, sir. I gotta quit doing that, tossing the lighter on the table when the fucking mic is connected to the table. Okay, so seems like pretty much every day we've kind of gone over the spread, and right now the spread is just this sativa, which is I was told it's something like white lamb or something, which makes me think that it may be a hybrid. I wanted to clear that up. I meant to say I think it's a crossbreed, not a hybrid. I think it's a crossbreed. I think it's a crossbreed. Yeah. 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 but it is a nice strain either way. I love the way that it breaks up. Like, it's not too moist and it's not too dry. And if you don't like the word moist, then I don't know. So we have that, and we have our Smirnoff Ice Smash, the screwdriver one. This is a weird combination. Now this blunt that I rolled out of the new shit, I rolled in my favorite limited edition White Owl, this delicious White Owl Swirl Rocky Road. Whoa. That was a hit. Oh, that was a good hit. But the Rocky Road and the screwdriver taste a little strange together until you've had a lot of the screwdriver. Okie dokie, motherfuckers. Everything is fucking groovy now. I've had that blunt. That first blunt is done. That one is gone. That is now a roach in the ashtray. And there is enough for about another blunt. And maybe a bowl or two, depending on how it crushes up. So yeah, maybe two more blunts. Nah, probably not two more blunts. So off of saying that, you can gauge pretty much how much is left. So I rolled the first one in the truck, trying to be discreet. Yeah. So now, and see, this is what I love, right? This is what I love about working at home, because I just paused and went and took like this massive shit, right? And it was horrible, and nobody had to know about it. Like, nobody ever had to know. I understand. I know I told you, but like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's cool because nobody had to know. Like, I'm comfortable with you to tell you, but you know, I didn't have to, is what I'm saying. And that's probably what you're saying right now too, that I shouldn't have. All right. Anyway, so we're going to chill with this little drinky drink that I got right here, cuz I'm trying to chill on the bud, so I'll have some tomorrow. Hello, Miss Mary. Yeah. I promised myself if I do start growing some plants, I'm not gonna name them Mary and Jane like a amateur asshole. I'm gonna name them something interesting that rhymes together, like a different amateur asshole, like Kelly and Shelly or some shit. But you know what? You can make me get serious about growing some plants, because I'm gonna put in the fucking QA on this episode. What should the name of the plants be? I can only have two as it stands, I believe. Yeah, I can only have two as it stands. So, two preferably female names or unisex names, and let them rip. Let me see what you got. So that'll be fun to check out. And then because most of you motherfuckers know me though, so most everybody is just calling and texting me and being like, hey, you're not fucking loud enough. And I know I listened to the last episode in my truck, and it was cool, it was funny, it was a lot louder, but I'm registering the key things that need to change as I'm going. So I started from scratch, you know what I'm saying? So just bear in there with me, and we're gonna make this shit into what we want it to be. And that means us, me, you, all of us, because that's who the fuck is coming on the show. Us, we. I know you. You see what I'm saying? So that's cool as fuck, because we have this, because I have this. You see what I'm saying? So anywho, yeah. So I'm drinking on this little bullshit. I should tell you that off rip if we're drinking in an episode or doing anything other than just weed, because obviously we're smoking. You know what I'm saying? But then if we're doing anything else, I should let you know as soon as possible in the episode, so that way you're aware of what's going to be happening in the episode and you can stay tuned or not, depending on what you want. Because I know I have some really close people that, you know, have their struggles, and I get it because I have my own. Anyway, where are we at? 11 minutes. Goddamn, I feel like it's been for fucking ever. It has for me. That's right. That's why. Cause God, I went and did a lot of shit today. Let me see if I can tell you about any of it. I used my weed eater. My weed whacker. Yep. And that is all I am at liberty to discuss. So, hold on. Now that I'm high and I'm thinking about it, because that's what, you know, Sativa does, I'm gonna fuck around with the sound on this little shit and just use this as a piece of sound to work with to try to get it to sound better than it has and see what happens from there. So yeah, I'm gonna turn this off and fuck with it. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll even put this out or where I'll put it, but yeah, we'll see. Alright, deuces. Yo. Now I be done drank the whole goddamn thing. And I be done smoked that one thing. I rolled up another one just to make sure I had one for later. Now I'm looking at like another blunt and a half. Looks like we're doing good. I think I'm going to roll the next one and see how much is left over from that and pack that in a bowl and see where we feel after that. Whoa boy. Yeah. That's why I warned you there was alcohol in this episode, because I am a little inebriated off of that as well. BRBCs. Yep. And I had to get back on the mic instead of fucking with the mic because I was trying to take my microphone apart just now. So, fuck it. I might as well just bring you along with me while I'm rolling this motherfucker. You feel me? Hello. White Owl Swirl Limited Edition Rocky Road. I know. I'll stop talking about it eventually. I'll run out, they'll go away, I'll be sad for a little while, and then it'll be like the Mexican pizza. I'll be like, when will they bring it fucking back? You know what I'm saying? But all I can do is lobby for it on the only platform I have, which is this. And, you know, just jump on any social media platform, friend them, at them, and cry about, please bring it back. So, if you would please, as my friends, okay, if you would please get on social media and friend White Owl and then make a post at them, you feel me? And cry about Rocky Road. Please bring back Rocky Road. Nuri loves them. Please do that for Nuri. Please, that's all Nuri wants. That's all Nuri needs. Just the White Owls. You feel me? And back in the day, when I was smoking, before this most recent time, because y'all, I took a long time off of smoking. I just kind of came back like right before they made it legal. And now it's legal, so I'm wilding the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? They made it legal and Nuri turned into a whole ass pothead. But, I'm doing that aging thing again where I don't remember what I was talking about. Fuck. Oh, back in the day I was fucking with White Owl too. When I was smoking before. I was fucking with Peach White Owl. This girl I was fucking with back in the day. Like around the time. Like around like fuck, I don't know, 2004 or some shit. Super fucking long ago. Yeah, that one was like she was fucking with Peach White Owl, and she put me onto it, and I was like, yeah, that's nice. So that was I have a fond memory of the taste of Peach White Owl because I used to smoke it so much, even after her, you know what I'm saying? Because she hit me to it, but then even after her, I was definitely into it. And now this White Owl has caught my attention yet again. I've got several other White Owls that I'm okay with, you know what I'm saying? I've used them, but I don't fall in love with them like I do this fucking Rocky Road. And when it goes away, the next best thing I have is the chocolate vanilla swirl, which is cool, but every time I taste a chocolate and vanilla swirl, I just want a Rocky Road. So, White Owl, if you hear this, you can sponsor this fucking show. You feel me? I will plug your shit constantly. At least, especially this product, particularly. Because I already have tremendously and excessively and such. Now, time is it? Fuck. Everybody I know is asleep right now. Oh well, I'm rolling a bleezy while I'm talking shit. Num 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 num. Oh, that's nasty when the tobacco gets in your mouth when you're trying to wet the blunt. Do 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 do. I'm splitting the blunt. So, I could teach you how to do it. What I like to do, right, is I like to at least lick down the part that I'm going to bust open. You feel me? The part where I'm going to make the opening. And then I like to run my fingernail down that slit just to kind of score it. Just to kind of put a line across it. So it's easier so that gives me a line to, guide me across it. Right? And then I go back down the blunt. And I just spread it open right where that indentation is. I just press down and pull until it opens. It separates just a little bit because you don't want to break it too much, right? So as soon as it opens, you just wiggle your fingers down a little bit and you walk them all the way down until you've split that bitch. And now you know how to split a blunt. If you did not already. You dump the guts, the tobacco guts, that's what we call them, the guts of the blunt. And then you can just start rolling with it the way it is, or down at the little mouth part, that little crinkled up part where the mouth part was, you know what I'm saying? You can tell where the lighter end was and the mouth part was before. That little crinkled up part at the bottom, optional. You can tear that off if you want to. You fold this over. I like to do a tri-fold like I do with my pants. And then just put my 2 fingers of my non-dominant hand over it to block off where I don't want it to cut off, so that only the part I want to cut off is sticking out. And then I just twist that other part off with my 2 other fingers. So I used I used my index and my thumb on my non-dominant to steady the shit, to hold it close, hold it tight. And then I used my thumb and middle finger on my dominant hand because it was easier for me. So if you're trying to follow along, I'm trying to teach you how to roll a blunt, but I'm trying to go fast in case you don't need to know how, because there's a lot of y'all that already know and a lot of you that don't need to know. All right, here we go. So what I'm doing right now is I'm licking it. I'm putting it, let's see, what can I don't know, like a honeysuckle. Put it in your mouth and just close your mouth around it and then pull it out all the way down the sides so that where it's sticking out from each other, it'll close up. It'll kind of gum up. You need it to be one flat piece, not these two pieces sticking out from each other shit. And then when you get it all wet up like that, you can lay it down on your tray or whatever you have to roll on. Or you can lay it down on your lap or a book or a CD or anything flat that's not going to let you down. Don't do this somewhere windy. Close the car door before you start. And you just start breaking it down right there in the blizzard. So you got your bud in your hand and you're just squeezing it between your fingers and rolling it in between your fingers so that it can break on down. And that's why this is my favorite kind of burb. I said burb. That was a cross between bud and herb. This type of bud is my favorite kind of herb because it's easy to break down in your fingers, and I can get this thing to where it's damn near Hold on. I told y'all earlier you would see the difference between me on a sativa and me all the rest of the week, right? Okay. Cool. I'm glad we're on that page. I might switch. I'm gonna probably. Anyway, so now I'm rolling up. I'm just breaking the buds down between my fingers. Oh my God. And this part, for any pothead, for any former pothead or current pothead, this is a part that is so fucking satisfying. It's just crushing it down between your fingers. It's so nice. I love this shit. Oh shit. Oh, I gotta calm down. I was trying to save some for a bowl and I'm fucking busting it all down because it got good to me. Oh hell. Alright, so let me dump out these rest of these buds. Alright, so I got me a decent little bowl put to the side. I got the blunt full, plus anything I drop from the blunt is gonna go into the stash for the bowl too. So it might be 2 bowls, who knows. Probably won't drop that much, but you never know. You never know. That's why it's good to have something long and flat underneath you to have to catch the shit when you're rolling up, because that shit is precious. You don't want to, you spent good money on that, or you got it somehow. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to throw that shit away by accident. So you want to hang on to as much of it as you can. I mean, little tiny crumbs, I understand if you sweep that shit off, but like whole ass nugs and shit, even if you got a lot, whole ass nugs add up. You feel me? So, alrighty then. Not whole ass nugs, but even like, you know, big chunks that you would drop rolling a blunt. Them shits add up. Them shits could be a whole nother blunt and pretty quick, depending on how much you drop and how fat you try to roll them. What I'm doing right now, I've picked up the blunt. I have put it in between my fingers and kind of made a taco out of it, essentially, right? Where the bud is the meat in the middle and the taco is wrapped around it. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm just going to roll it forward towards me just a little bit so I can bring the side that's toward me down a little bit so that it's open, so that it looks like, I can't say a typewriter anymore because don't nobody know what that looks like. Shit. whatever. I rolled the front part down in front of me, so it looked. At first, it was like a U shape. If you looked at it from the side, it was like a U shape, and then it turned into a J shape because I elongated the back and shrunk the front. I'm done. Anyway, now I am walking it down. I'm walking my fingers down the front of the blunt to tuck it over the bud and under the other side, the back side. And then I'm going to do that all the way down it in a little bit of a rolling motion. And then if you have any room left, because it depends on how much you stuffed it. You know what I'm saying? It could be a pinner and you might still have a whole nother layer to roll, like what I just did, which is unusual for me because usually I'm trying to smoke the whole bag in one blunt. But anyway, now you want to fold it over. No matter how much you have left, you want to fold it over until it is touching and damn near cylindrical. Then you want to take the part that's sticking up and gum that shit like we did before when we were doing the honeysuckle. You just honeysuckle your way all the way down this bitch, and don't be afraid to lick a little extra if it's sticking up still, just like you would do with like a calic, if that makes sense. Like a fucking piece of hair that's sticking up. You know what I'm saying? Lick it, wet it, put it down. Like that. It's like that. So here we go. Alright. What I like to do first, I like to do the middle first. And then I go back toward the left. I don't know why I do it that way. I'm assuming whoever I learned from did it that way. But I don't remember. It may have even been the White Owl girl. I'm not sure. Now I'm going to the right from the middle. And I'm just buttoning it down with my saliva. And sativa and saliva go together alphabetically. Well, not, close enough. Fuck. I got a little bit in my mouth, which happens, and I'm not tripping. That happens a lot. I mean, you just gotta get through that shit. Alright. I have 2 pinners rolled. I know I slurred that kind of. 2 pinners rolled. Two small blunts rolled. And where's my... And now I have the bowl. Oh yeah, my little glass piece. It is a little glass turquoise pipe with a black and white stripe down the middle. It's got a black stripe with a white outline going down the middle. And I've broken up about a bowl to put in it, to put in that bowl. And then I'm going to break out my fun little thing. Yes, this is a green and blue, mostly green, water bong. It's a silicone water bong. It's bad as fuck. I love this thing. It's what I was smoking the THCA out of, the moon rock shit. I've since learned that there's, several different types of different everythings. I don't know. There's different types of THCA than just the moon rock that I was using. And you should really use a pipe or a water bong, especially a water bong, if you're going to use that type of shit, because it's really fucking waxy. So if you're not going to dab that shit, then you should probably be doing it out of a bong. But saying that, it did damn near ruin the bong. Like it's made it extremely sticky to the point that the stem wants to come out when I try to pull the bowl out. It's but I have cleaned it. I know I have Purple Power, which is for fucking like Pyrex and shit. And I soaked them both in that for the required amount of time. So what I'm probably going to do is do it again with the other bottle, if I can find the other fucking bottle. And then I'm going to do, let it soak for twice as long. And then spray it out with something. I don't know. Anyway. So, but whatever. Without further ado, I'm going to put, God damn. That bowl is so fucking sticky. So I'm going to put some in this bowl though. And here's what I'm going to do. There is a Circus Pod Instagram, okay? And there's also a Circus Pod Facebook. Most of you guys have probably seen the Facebook. Every guest that's on, I try to add them on the Facebook. You guys let me know. I'm going to open the polls and the QAs on this episode, and obviously your texts and your calls are valuable to me. You fucking let me know. You guys want to name my pipes? That's one thing. These 2 pipes don't have names and probably need names. You can name the 2 pipes and the whatever I said earlier. What the fuck was I talking about earlier? Oh, the weed plants. Yeah. And then, shit. Yeah, so I'm going to open the polls on this episode, so that way if you don't know me, if you don't directly have my phone number, you can go to the polls on this episode on Spotify, and you can go to the comments on YouTube, and on Patreon. And you can go to the comments any fucking where. Whatever. Go to the polls, go to the comments, fucking go to the text messages and the phone calls. Let me know. I'm going to put these pictures up. I'm going to put a picture up of the water bong and of the glass pipe. I want you guys to give them names. And I don't have pictures of the plants yet because they are theoretical ideas. They haven't been born yet. Their seeds have not been planted. I don't even have the shit to plant them in yet. So I have to go create an earthy womb for them and then plant the seeds inside of it and then watch them grow with pride. It's going to be fucking a miracle. And whatever platform I put the pictures on of these shits, I can put those on. You guys can watch these fucking plants grow. You guys can name them and watch them grow. Anyway, yeah, fuck. I'm going to do both. I'm going to put them up on Instagram. I'm going to put them up on Facebook. If Facebook takes them down, sorry and shit. Oh well, we tried. And if not, cool. I don't think Instagram will take them down. So I've seen some shit on Instagram, and I have some problems getting on. I've had some problems getting on our Twitter with the podcast, so that is a no-go currently. I'll get around it eventually, probably. I don't know. So you guys have already let me know what streaming platforms you want me to get on. Let me also know what types of Continue to let me know what types of streaming platforms you want me to get on, but also let me know what types of social medias you want me to get on, social medias you would like for me to get on. And I will do that. Yes. Thanks. And I'm going to take the pictures now before I'm going to snap these real quick before I fucking do the thing. First of all, we're going to name the real star of this show. Just kidding, because I would find a way to do it without it, but it has been helping me so much. It is my assistant and my honor and duty to introduce you to this first picture. The microphone. The microphone doesn't have a name, so I just took a picture of that. So that's going to be one thing. All right, now here's my little lover. The fucking little glass pipe. That's going to be a picture that I put up. And then this one needs more light, so I'm going to try to turn on the fucking flash. Help me help you. Flash on. Okay, here we go. Oh, you're beautiful. Okay. And there's the water bong. And they're both sitting on my tray. And you can see my couch in the background of the water bong. You guys got to come over. All you guys that fucking... So 90%... Everyone who's listening to this either lives locally to me now or locally to me before. So... You guys, you know, I don't remember what I was going to say, but I love you guys. And keep making this shit grow. Give it to complete strangers. You should come over. That's what I was going to say. You should fucking come over. You should come here. God damn it. Come here. I'm not going to start calling your names yet, but soon you're going to get called out, man. I'm going to be like, you come the fuck on the show. You bastard. Alright, so I got a picture of all three of those. I have a little dinky little fucking pipe that I don't really like. So, not only can you name it, it's a tiny little piece of plastic. It's like hard, heavy. It's supposed to be metal. I don't know what the fuck it is exactly. It's good enough to make a pipe out of, but it feels cheap. Anyway, if you cash at me, I'll say, let's see, like fucking $5. You can have this pipe that I've used like once, and I'll cover the shipping out of your $5. It probably won't even take that, but I'm gonna have to hide it, obviously, because, dude, what the fuck am I talking about? You can have this if you come to my house, or if I see you in person and it's like $2 or $3. I don't know, whatever. It's a little bullet. I'm not gonna even take a picture of it. I'm just gonna fucking show it to you when you come over. But no, you guys that fucking live really fucking far away, you should come over. You should come on the show, because I love you guys, and you should come on the show. And you're fucking great. And in fact, I was gonna call one of you, but you didn't answer, you fucking dickhead. I'm not gonna tell you who you are, but I get that you have to sleep for work and all, but this is more important. I'm just kidding. It's not. But hopefully it's loud enough for you to hear while you're at work, or at least while you're driving to and from, depending on how loud your exhaust is, and your engine noise, and your road noise from your shitty tires, and all that kind of stuff. Alrighty then. Well, which one should I smoke first? I kind of wish I was live so I could ask you guys. Holy fucking dog piss, I could go live, huh? Let me know what platform you want me to go live on. We can get kicked off TikTok together, or we can watch me get kicked off TikTok together, or we can get on to like Instagram or Facebook or whatever won't kick me off for blatantly smoking weed on the podcast. You let me know what you know and we'll do some shit because we know what we know. You feel me? Yes, sir. Okay. Now, I am going to get the fuck off here because now it's been like a long goddamn time. I've been talking by myself and my throat is dry and I'm out of drink. No, wait. Fuck. I gotta smoke something first. One more time. One more again for the pod. All right. So we smoked the one blunt. We drank the brewski. And we are going to pick up this little blue cricket lighter that I have. And I guess we're going to go with Old Faithful, which is the little tiny one, the little glass one that I like so much. I guess we're going to smoke this one. This one usually takes me about 3, 4, maybe 5 hits to clear. The way I have it packed now, I assume that that's probably going to be about accurate, about 3, 4, 5 hits to clear. Probably 3 or 4. If I take a 5th hit, it's usually a cashed hit. If you didn't know, cash is when the bowl is gone. When you're smoking out of a pipe, any kind of pipe, when the bowl is gone, it's a cashed hit. The bowl is cashed. That's, yeah. I don't know about any kind of pipe, but at least a tobacco pipe and a weed pipe. That's what it means. All right. Y'all ready? You ready to hear the ASMR or the MSDS or the doo-doo McBoobins? I don't know what. Okay, here we go. You ready? Here we go. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. That was a mega hit. I'm surprised I didn't choke like a motherfucker on that. I wish you guys were here with me right now. So I was talking to my wife earlier, and I was telling her that basically the reason that I wanted to do this podcast, the reason that I think the thing that I really like about it is the ability to sit around and get fucked up with people that I like. You know what I'm saying? To sit around and have, and I know that sounds selfish, but listen, like to sit around and if you're sober, you know what I'm saying, and you're kind of like high strung and shit, and you sit around with a bunch of people you don't really know very well, and you all try to just make conversation. But when you smoke, it's a fucking favorite pastime. When you smoke or drink, you sit around with a group of people at preferably to me, a private place, and you're all just sitting around having a good time and feeling good together. You're all the same. You're all equals. Nobody's better than you. You're not better than anybody. You're just you, and they're just them, and y'all just are cool. You feel me? And that's what I miss, the pastime of camaraderie, of smoking with people that I'm cool with, that I kick it with, that I like. You see what I'm saying? So that's the reason that I really, that's what I want to bring to this. That's what I want to, I want my podcast to bring to the podcast community, is I want all the people that reminisce about sitting around hanging out with their homies and just smoking and talking shit. That's what my fucking show is. People smoking and talking shit. On the underside, we might talk about some this shit and some that shit, but you know, the idea is for us to talk about either, you know, industries that we've been in, and or stories that we've had, or, you know, shit that we're interested in. But that's vague as fuck, so fuck it. We're just sitting around talking shit. That's all it is. We're talking about everything from fucking astrophysics to how a weed plant grows to fucking why Batman's costume had titties. We're talking about every goddamn thing, okay? We're talking about everything. And the main reason, because we're not writing shit down. We're not trying to come up with shit to talk about. We just talk to each other. And y'all motherfuckers are in the room with us because that's how we would be if you was in the room with us, chilling and smoking and hanging out and doing our goddamn thing, because that's what the fuck it is. And that's why you listen to this, not just because it's a podcast. You're reminiscing about hanging out with the homies. And so are we. Y'all, you feel me? We're in this shit together. We're hanging the fuck out right now, goddamn. I want to say all your names that I'm talking to, but I'm not going to. Not till you come on this motherfucker. I could just say it and spin it backwards. And I don't know, I'm high. I have a hit and I'm blowing it out slowly. Oh, there it went. I'm sleepy. It's fucking 11:30 at my time, in my days. Hello. And then and I'm smoking. All you who know me already know that, whoa, I'm drifting away in the chair because the floor is not even. You would know that if you've been here. But now you know that because you listen, and that's okay. Anywho, what was I talking about? I really like Crazy Bones music. You already know that if you know me. I should come back over closer to the mic, huh? Fucking chair. Fucking floor. You know that's a sign of a weak foundation, right? Uneven floor, and the fucking wall leaks when there's a heavy rain. Because I live on a fucking hill. Help me, y'all. Damn it. Oh, fuck that. You were already almost on the show, so I'm calling you out, Reckless. Why don't you come up here, motherfucker, and bring a goddamn backhoe and fix my goddamn drainage issue. Because I don't know how to do it. Oh, the bowl's gone. Fuck. What was that? Was that 3 or 4? Was that 4 or 5? I'm not going to count. You rewind it back. I'll check your comments because I don't want to know that bad. That's what I do at the end. I blow the bowl out to blow all the ash out. And if I think it's going to blow the little glass filter out, then I plug my finger over it. And I plug the carb, and then I blow out really hard. Ooh, it did it that time. It came out just now, and it touched my finger and went back down. But it doesn't come out all the way. So it's cool. And then there's a bowl packed in the... You know what? Hold on. There's enough for another... Oh, god damn it. I just dropped some on the floor. Hold on. It was just one little nug. Little bud. Little piece. Little crumb. Something. It was a thing. It was a ball. And then there's a fucking... I got enough for about a half a bowl in the glass pipe. And then there's still a bowl in the water bong. And there's 2 blunts rolled. And I'm going the fuck to bed. And absolutely thank the shit out of you, the people who helped me get this bud. Because it is great. And I had a good episode. And I hope you motherfuckers all enjoyed it. And yeah, Sativas, man. Jesus Christ, that's definitely the name of the episode. My mouth is dry. I'm gonna go get a water and edit this shit tomorrow and then give it to you. Oh yeah.
All right. Good night, you beautiful bastard.